the sense of agency. Lehlohonolo, good morning and welcome to One Nation FM.
Morning. Thank you so much. Miss you guys so much. It's been a while since I haven't been in the studio, so it feels good to be back, and Happy New Year, by the way.
Thank you. We've missed you. I mean, we're in the new year, new beginning, new chapter. And today you're talking about the sense of agency.
Yes.
What really constitutes the sense of agency?
You know, my title, the title of today's show is Motivation is based on the sense of agency. However, looking at my notes, I realized that the word vision seems to appear more than even the sense of agency. So one of the key points that our listener should take home is that when you have a solid vision, automatically you become agent to life. Sense of agency is because most people are casual in life. They don't have that sense of agency. You know, and here's the thing. Those who do not have a spare tire do not drive around recklessly so which means we do not have a spare life. So we need to make use of the life that we have wisely so. Because if you are at the airport and you know that your plane is taking flight at so and so of a time, you do not have time to loiter around. As a matter of fact, if you are eating I don't care if it's your favorite ice cream or what, and then your flight is coming, you leave your ice cream right and there, because your flight is taking off. Now, what I'm trying to say is you need to have a sense of agency because the flight of your destiny is taking off.
I wanted to come back to this issue of sense of agency. What really makes people not to have the sense of agency? Because you see this in working environment, you see this like at home, like it's like it's everywhere. I mean, you go to a filling station, you're there to get your fuel, and the guy, you're in a hurry perhaps, and the guy will come in, just hoy 500 for you, and then he tells you, no, I have to go back to get the machine, and then he comes back for the machine. It's not working. There's just so much of delay or so much of not having the sense of agency. But why are we having that?
The thing is, when you're too casual with life, when you have a common dream, you become casual because you don't have you don't know where actually you are going. So people are not in a hurry because they are not fascinated by their vision. So when you've got a strong vision, like for example, I'll make an example of an athlete. If you know that you are an athlete, when other people are eating certain food, you know you cannot indulge in that food. You know there are certain activities you cannot indulge with because you have to focus on the prize that you're going to. The same thing with the new year right now. We're starting a new year right now. And the truth of the matter is how you start determines how you finish. The quality of the foundation determines the quality of the construction. That's just the truth of the matter. And as we lay the foundation of the new year this year, it will determine how the new year will be. Inertia determines momentum. By the word inertia, I actually mean the force by which we start, and momentum is the force by which we move, right? So in essence, how we start determines how we move. Our kickstart will direct our path of this year. So I want you to listen to me very carefully from wherever you'd be listening to this. It is a clear definition of destination that determines the critical requirement for every journey. It is a clear definition of every destination that determines a clear direction of every journey. So, in essence, without a clear definition of destination, frustration is inevitable and stagnation is inevitable because there is no vision. So, vision is a clear picture of a preferred destination. Vision is a clear picture of a preferred destination or a preferred future of one's direction in life's motion. And it also determines your daily schedule. Because if you've got a certain destination to reach, there are certain things you cannot get involved with. It goes back to the issue of taking flight, right? And the other thing that's very much key is that if you don't know where you are going, you are more likely to take any route. I love a story that I always share on the show that a certain man asked a boy that, I'm looking for the route. And the boy asked, where are you going? He said, anywhere. The boy said that if you're going anywhere, then any route is fine. So if you have no direction of where you're going in life, any route is fine for you. Hence, if I come to you right now and say, Des, I'm going to the mall, let's go. It's easy for you to jump up and say, let's go. Because you did not have a destination of your own. So it goes back to plan and vision. If you don't have a vision of your own life, chances are someone else will deploy you to run his vision with your life. And guess what? Someone else has planned for you. Obviously, it's not much. So it's very much critical that as we live our own life, we need to have a vision of our own life. So if you don't have where to go, you will remain where you are. If you don't have where to go, you will remain.
I see. I mean, this is the main thing is the destination. Like
the destination. It determines your agency in doing things.
Yeah. So people who really don't have that sense of agency, it's mainly because there isn't really a destination or the place they want to see themselves in. So because you don't have that place, so like you see, I'm just reiterating on what you just said now, that wherever someone takes you, it's fine. Like you're going to the mall, it's okay, let's go. You want to go to Joburg, I will jump in with you.
Exactly.
And we go together.
Because there's no vision. So in essence, absence of vision is the abundance of stagnation. Absence of vision is the abundance of stagnation. So it's very much important that every day when we wake up, you need to be certain and very sure that exactly what are you going to do today in order to avoid distraction and frustration in life. Because if you have no vision of your own, as we said, it's easy to fall victim to distraction or falling into everyone else's schedule because you don't have anything to do of your own.
Absolutely, and I agree with you. And I think this is one of what you're saying. I'm just thinking that if us young people, and if we apply the same thing, we'd be able to open more businesses of our own. Then we'll start having our own destination where we want to see ourselves perhaps in the near future.
Very much critical, and it's very much true, because it's frustrating when you that's why there's midlife crisis. It's frustrating when you reach a certain age and there's no progress in your life. And it's funny enough we get shocked, but your actions determine where you are going. Because here's the thing, right? When you have no sense of vision, right? When you have no sense of vision, you age with no change. When you have no sense of vision, you age with no change, because you cannot give account to what you do with your time. Each and every morning or each and every day, we are blessed with 86,400 seconds of time.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, actually. Times that by 365.
Yeah, it's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time. But then most of us cannot account to what we actually do with those seconds. And I mean, we have to give account of every second. And I'm not exaggerating. When I say every second, I literally mean every second. So I'm not exaggerating to this. It's important that you know that after this show, from such and so of a time to this time, I'll be doing this. We have to allocate time for logging in on social media. We have to allocate time for eating. That's why you browse, you check social media, and you end up spending 3 hours because you did not allocate. Okay, social media is good if you use it in a good, obviously for certain things, but have time, include it in your schedule. A man without a schedule runs around aimlessly, and it goes back to vision. As I said, we're talking about agency, but vision appeared a lot as I was creating my notes, because with a clear vision, you don't fall to everyone's schedule, because 2 people can go to college, right?
Yes.
But the one that says, you know what, I want to graduate top class, will not engage with the activities that the other one that says, you know what, as long as I get a degree.
Yes.
Because the one that says, I want to get out top class, when other students are playing, he is working.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with playing, but there's a time and place for everything. You need to understand that your vision will determine your activities. So you cannot afford to play whereas you've got a deadline that you must achieve.
Lehlohonolo, I just want to hold you there. We're going to go quickly for an ad break, and when we come back, we'll continue with this discussion. This is a quite interesting discussion, and I think if you're listening, you're learning something.
88.9. Welcome to the People's Station.
Yeah, we can stop now.